With millions of young Americans considered credit invisible, meaning they have little to no established credit history, accessing financial opportunities like credit cards, apartment loans and leases can be more challenging. Now, joining us today to provide helpful tips for building credit is Intuit Credit Karma's consumer financial advocate, Courtney Alev. Good morning, Courtney. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. Thank you so much for having me.
I think this is valuable information, obviously, for a lot of young Americans out there, especially in our viewership. So millions of Americans have no credit score. What does that actually mean for them?
That's right. So roughly 17 million Americans fall into this population we would call credit invisible or thin file. So what this means is that they either don't have a credit report or they don't have enough data to generate a credit score. And without a credit score, it can be incredibly difficult to accomplish things that many of us might take for granted. Things like renting your first apartment or financing a car. And this impacts young Americans especially as they're just getting started on their financial journey. In fact, nearly half of them tell us that they already feel that they're at a financial disadvantage because of their lack of credit history.
Yeah, there's so much going on, so much for them to take in. So where exactly should someone start if they have no credit history?
For those with no credit history, it's important to try to not be too intimidated. We know it can be scary, and many young people especially tell us that they have no idea where to start when it comes to building credit. But the great news is that there's tools that exist now that can help you start building credit by building on top of financial habits you likely already have, like paying your bills on time. For example, Intuit Credit Karma has a tool called Credit Spark that can help you turn your existing utility, phone payments into positive credit history without needing to take on any debt.
You're obviously an expert in this field, Courtney. So what advice would you give to someone who's just starting their financial journey?
I'd first focus on knowing exactly where you stand financially. And if you're starting completely from scratch, Credit Karma has tools and guidance that can help you start with that credit building journey. Or if you're looking to improve your financial standing, no matter where you are, I'd first recommend taking stock of your finances. That means making sure you understand what income you have coming in, what expenses you have going out, especially those recurring monthly, weekly charges, and if you have any debt, and if so, how much does it cost? Once you have that foundation, then you can start implementing small, manageable little milestones in your financial life that can help you get on the right foot. That could be something like setting up auto pay on your credit card to make sure you never miss a payment. It could be setting up a recurring transaction as low as $10 a month into a savings account to help you start building your financial cushion. Whatever that is for you, it's important that you have small, manageable goals that you can stick with, because that consistency is really what's going to help you build momentum over time and get that financial life off to a great start.
There's also, of course, the right way and the wrong way to do things. So how can consumers build credit responsibly?
The important tips when it comes to building credit responsibly are making sure that you're paying your bills on time, that you're keeping those balances low, and that you're not buying things on credit that you can't afford to pay off before the end of the month. If you're not sure where to get started, I love looking at small recurring transactions. Maybe it's a tank of gas, or maybe you have a streaming subscription, something like Netflix or Spotify. You can take that charge, put it on a credit card, and set up automatic payments. That means you're going to get that positive payment history every single month with that small charge, really help you start building that credit history without taking on any debt. And another tip I love for people getting started that I still practice today is, while your bill is only due once a month, it can be a great idea to pay it off more frequently. I log in every Sunday night and I pay off all my bills. This not only keeps my balances low, but it also makes sure that I know exactly where my money is going. And if I need to rein in my spending or change anything, I can do that before the end of the month and not get surprised by a bigger bill than maybe I expected.
How about some advice for parents out there who are looking to help their kids understand and make better and good financial habits?
I'd say start early and start simple. You can start teaching them financial habits like encouraging them to save a little bit of their allowance every week or month, maybe even throwing a little bit more in the piggy bank each month to help them see how interest can help money grow. And a lot of families never talk about money, so start by having those conversations at the dinner table. Talk about budgeting, hard decisions, maybe even spin it back on your child. Ask if they want to spend their entire allowance right away or save up for those headphones that they really wanted. And then as your child gets older, you can actually help them on this credit building journey. If you have good credit, you can add your child as an authorized user on one of your credit cards. That will help them get a head start on building their own credit score, which can be extremely beneficial as they get older.
Courtney, you've given us some incredible advice so far this morning. Thank you so much for your time. And if you would like to end financial invisibility, you can download the Credit Karma app or visit creditkarma.com.